Welcome back, everybody. Oh god, my freaking throat my bad. Anyway, welcome back to the channel. The doctor is in, and as usual, we will be getting back into reading some more parts of Arknights. Remember to like and subscribe. God dang it. And well, let's get right back into the chaos, because I need some more pulls. Big banner coming up. Okay. Starting off with chapter 7. Also, just a heads up, I won't be doing a lot of voice acting because, well, Amia has officially destroyed my voice. An old monster once told me, what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. I always thought it was stupid, but the guy's a monster, so maybe I do have to give this some thought. Does a bug jump into a flame to get stronger? So stupid. No, let's not talk about how dumb and weak a bug is. You know, no matter how strong a bug gets, in the end, it's still just a bug. If a bug jumps into a flame, all it proves is that the heat messed up its brain. Assumed it even had a brain. It obviously went mad. But what if I was to leap into the flames? Besides proving that I'm crazy, what else would that prove? I come out a bit charred, but how would that make me any stronger? But we're talking about death here. And what does an undying monster know about death? Alas, such is the nature of the bitter death that's known none may resist. You still talk to me. That's a surprise. I thought you were totally caught up in your plans to destroy Lungmen, Tallulah. W, you haven't given any notice of your visit. Oops, my bad. I've been a mercenary for too long. Forgot about that reporting every detail of my life to the boss thing. Sorry, leader. But, you know, I can't go all the way up to the top of the command tower, so I had to ask you to stoop to my level. Your sarcasm isn't doing us much good, W. Reunion needs the might of the sarcasm, and we should strive not to add any more personal conflicts between us. Just call us devils. Only the bleeding heart and self-righteous calls us sarcasm. Us mercenaries, we know exactly what we are. Strange. Devils, the inferior race of the banished. You mercenaries cannot accept this definition, nor will you take it in pride. Duh, but your people started calling us devils, not as hate thing, or because it was catchy or whatever. Devil is a fear thing. You people call us that because we scare you. So, us mercs like being called devils, because we know exactly what it really means. And we always make good ensure anyone left alive takes the subtext straight to heart. Oh, sorry. Me yapping on about this is like trying to show off in front of an expert, isn't it? We a no-name merc squad, famous for brutality, but compared to you, why that's like a worm trying to go up against a crab. After all, leader, nobody scares people better than you. Inflict terror upon your enemies and provide warmth for your friends. To strike fear into our enemies and bring hope to our comrades. That is the way Reunion has always done things. So driving Ursa's core city into Lungmen is also in the lines with a certain comrade adherent wish. Our warriors are still bravely fighting inside Lungmen. They need our assistance and we will bring it to them. The infected inside Lungmen requires hope, and our warriors have expressed their earnest desire to be that source of hope. Everyone wished to find harmony here, and the responsibility to see those wishes come to fruition belong to us, Reunion. This will also bring benefit to the Sarkaz, I assure you, beyond doubt. What your kind seeks is not hope, so I will provide you with profit. Sarkaz mercenaries like you scatter between various city-states, as well as those who pull their strings. You will drink deeply of the chaos between cities and countries, and it will nourish you. After Lungmen, no nomadic city is safe. Your kind will find more room to expand and thrive, and your people will prosper. Ooh, sounds like a good idea. Just going off the profits, I'm totally on board. Tell me, W, what doubts do you still have? None. You've made a great case. Want a standing ovation? No need. Then let's talk about my mission. Bad news is I failed. I didn't manage to bring back my target, and she wouldn't give me the thing. That is not your fault. The kinship between Misha and Skullshadow was bound to lead to uncertainties. Why you send me to grab that scientist's daughter then? It seems like you didn't even need her or her secrets for your big plan. Between the attack on Lungpen and firing up the core city, what was the point of her anyway? The authenticity of the key still has to be verified. I can personally verify that we've activated the core city, but Reunion will need full control over the way it stops. That's where the key comes in. Mephisto told me that one of the old geezers found in the abandoned city was the real deal. No, W. Mephisto would not tell you that. It would only be you spilling secrets to Mephisto while thinking about extracting the information you want from him. So, is that bit of news true or not? You're not interested in hearing my justification, but you also don't plan on offering yours either. I have my own channels and might be a little more frank than I used to be. Oh, but I guess I could mix up my swords, something like that. W, if you want me to be more transparent, I can explain to you the details of my plan, all of them. Skull Shatterer in your first operation tested the LGD's response speed. It allowed us to adjust our strategy and improve upon our plan to take down Lungmen. Without your cooperation, we could not succeed. The key did truly exist, but was lost upon Misha's death. The key that Patriot sought was only a backup plan to deal with this situation. I won't force you to tell me where your information came from, but my explanation should convince you. Alright, but leader, I want to know how many keys there are. Won't ask any more questions after that, yeah? 2. Sergei, Royal Chernobog scientist, held one of them and delivered it to Misha using special means. The other was held by Count Boris, former of the Chernobog, former mayor of the Chernobog. During our attack, he broke off a city plate to flee. However, he was unable to escape the catastrophe. The ruined satellite city. Our undercover agents in the city have kept everything there that we need. We can lure the LGD into the ambush, give him the proper distance. We have sufficient reason to capture the abandoned city, and the best use of it is to occupy it and turn it into a stronghold. You're really good at explaining things, leader. I'm all out of questions. This girl's sus. Hey, I'm not asking too many, am I? Sorry to make you waste so much time explaining it all to me. W, if openness can resolve the misunderstanding between us, I won't be stingy with my time. In order to ensure a relationship for of long-term mutual benefits, I will continue to draw up our future plans. Hopefully, this can slightly increase the trust between us. We will need to support each other to have a chance to overcoming the troubles to come. Really? I'm touched. She's gonna do something. Of course. I never liked this woman. What the frick? The Tallulah they talk so nice about in private is so insanely boring. And this Tallulah talking to me right now is just another lying bastard. Oh, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with lying. I lie a lot. Nothing stronger than a well-placed lie, except maybe a bomb. The truth is like a cup of water. What good does it do when the whole house is on fire? But when I lie, I know I'm lying. I chew up my thoughts and spit them into ears. This she-dragon, though, she lies so natural, it's like the words come out of someone else's mouth. Doesn't matter who she's talking to. It's not just tweaking a couple points to cover up her plans. She takes on a totally different form, turning into something they trust more, telling them what they want to hear. Reunion must beloved figure is, of course, the leader, Tallulah. Standing here with me, she's a businesswoman, a traitor. With Patriot, she turns right into a warrior woman. She'll show her true face one day, but not everyone will live long enough to see it. You mean you? Besides, does she even have a true face? Is she an onion? You keep peeling off layers after layers until you realize there's nothing inside. I mean it. She was acting honest as an Iberian nun just a minute ago. She lifts her hand slightly. Huh, I know that trick. Right now, she's like a cunning Srab after a lifetime of raiding and killing. Something pulls away the air in front of me, and in a split second, it'll melt away my whole body. Oh, she's gonna attack. Don't tell me you're ready to kill me after a little bit of teasing. Oh, shit, she did! Nobody has ever figured out the formless things Tallulah throws around, but I know exactly what they do. Ruins, debris, things lost, even their most basic structure. It's just like a fire without light. I am her prey. I should have known. Kinda obvious, Dragon Lady. The old Tallulah wouldn't have shown her cards this early. Waiting to die or plopping down some long-winded monologue before the end just isn't my style. I never thought about dying, at least not now. The small device I tossed out moments earlier while I was talking falls to the ground and blooms into a ball of flames before me. She threw a bomb. A wave of heat rushes towards me. Luckily, the comforting warmth isn't hers. I'm no arts expert. In my experience, 99% of arts are no match for this pure burst of energy. Explosion, heat, shrapnel, shockwaves is an equalizing force that tears apart any enemy or me. I just need to draw out the sentimental a little longer until all the seeds I planted is finished blooming. A stalemate, Mincy. You're such a hard worker, Tallulah. You even went through all the trouble to play out a sitcom with me. I knew it. You really would make a great actor. This Dragon Lady, I don't really hate her that much, do I? Those who don't know how to deceive cannot tell lies, and thus are not liars, and she is a monster soaked in lies. She doesn't need to lie. No wonder I get okay, I'll admit it, kinda scared when I see her. I don't hate her, but I might really be afraid of her. Well, dang, at least you admit it. If you're breeze caution, if you got your guard up, you're prepared. Your little tricks are actually able to neutralize my Organium hearts. I might have underestimated you. Hey, this little trick took me hours to put together. Show some respect, huh? But if a little bit of your fire was all it took to make me roll over and die, what kind of devil would follow me? You came prepared. You planned to attack me from the very beginning. You made the first move, Dragon Lady. Are you trying to torch me because I'm a pain? Or do you want to shut me up because I've seen through you? Dang it, going. To punctuate my sentence, a wave of heat surged from her fingertips and leaped towards me. Man, this dragon just won't let me have any fun. I bend my waist and drop into an exaggerated roll, making it look like I'm tying my shoes. Uh-oh. Aim better next time. W, your dirty tricks have been exposed. You are now an enemy of reunion. Why do you oppose me? This is certainly of no benefit to you. Why? Why do you think this was my idea? I sure as hell didn't want us clawing at each other's faces this soon. Fact of the matter is, you attacked me first. Trying a little shock and awe, huh? I guess I have no choice then. I just have to kill you before you kill me. Your insanity has deepened your blind confidence. Lying to me is no big deal. I don't care who you lie to, how many people you kill, or how many people you lie to. But Dragon Lady, you regret lifting a finger against me. I am the kind of person who says stuff like this. Maybe I really am losing it. Can't even call this insanity at this point. Seems more sentimental than anything else. I guess I really fricked up. I see. Pretend to be crazy and stupid had us all fooled. Turns out I misunderstood your character this whole time. So considerate of others. What a lovely little devil you are. Such a colorful character. Not as lovely as you, of course. But you'll be even cuter once I rip your tongue out. Can't have it lolling around. Do you think your little traps are enough to kill me? Of course not. Did I ever mention that I set a trap? Better watch your feet. Might be a trap. Say, how many do you want? How many do you have? You pitiful thing. My flames have found you. You are paid for your betrayal. Whoa, creepy. What's the matter with you? Who are you talking to with that tone of voice? You. I know you hate these words, W. You also hate me for pointing out your purpose. Well, thanks for being so considerate of my preference. You think you can rile me up with the right phrasing? And like, my purpose? How many people you plan to kill has nothing to do with me, Dragon Lady. What do you mean? What do you know about me? You got like 80 different plots within plots going on in that noggin, and you're gonna guess what's mine? W. You want to prevent me from using the core city to attack Lungmen. Oh? If you simply wanted revenge, you would not have chosen this moment. If you wanted to kill me, W, you could have waited until both Lungmen and I are incapacitated. That would have been the wise move. Trying to talk me into giving you information was another cover. A mercenary leader who cares nothing for this direction of reunion while not asking me to lead her a reunion about my plans. You know, I won't kill you as long as you put aside your interest in this war. Do that, and I'll spare your life. There go my voice. I found you, W. You're good comic relief, and I have no desire to execute a harmless harlequin. However, a mad woman who will use any method available to kill me has no right to judge good and evil, let alone claim to understand my plans. Are you really as violent and insane as the performance you put on suggests, W? Would you shut up already? You're not. You want to stop reunion. You want to stop the attack on Lungmen. Those are your intentions. W. You're all too easy to read. I don't even need to make any plans to investigate you. You came here wearing your heart on your sleeves. That's a lot of bullshit. I'll turn you to a puddle of gore and have someone dump you down the waste chute, assuming there's anything left. And these two are just going at it. Where's my popcorn at? I need this. Oh, sheesh. I can't wait for that part to be animated. I pressed a button on the device in my hand, a simple Organium detonator switch, remotely operated chained explosion. A blazing light of destruction mixing with a deliriously pungent aroma, waves of heat carrying fragments of debris, overturning everything in front of me. Just as I planned, everything reduced to cinder, even the most thick-skinned sarcasm. Wait. Didn't I have a detonator mechanism for the explosives? She turned them off. Why did she plant her sword on the ground? Was this your trap? Try me, W. Sarcasm. Try again. Hold on, you! No fire, no burning. The hundreds of Organium explosives I painstakingly twisted into the steel foundation of the city are all gone. Dang, that was quick. She cleaned up the streets. Where are the explosives, the heat, the shrapnel? Nothing. The place where I planted the Organium is deformed, melted and warped. Drips of iron and the burned oil paint covering it gives off nasty smell. But that's it. My shrapnel, my blast wave, my light show. It's not going to happen. The cataclysm that I pictured in my mind a million times over. Is it going to happen? The cunning dragon lady must have poured her arts into her sword and channeled it deep into the steel beneath us. The heat radiated to each of my traps and melted them away. You figured it out. You're so smart, W. The world-ending explosion from all directions that should have blown her into a billion little pieces is nothing but a big wet fart. Alright, I've been thoroughly played. Dragon Lady, you're not half bad. Was this result also part of your plans? Let me guess. Your backup plan is you'll show me an impressive suicide bombing spectacle, isn't that right? Let's not waste each other's time. Don't get too cocky, little girl. Say, are you even the same person right now? Even I don't really want to know. I don't need you to define me. Choose your death. Die by my flames, by thrown from the city walls, or be run through by my sword. Can you really finish me off? steel must endure 1,000 trials in the forge before it can become a sword. A sword is destined from birth to be a weapon. But you are just a mortal shell that has not yet died. Ah, that would be an honor. To be impaled by this sword. Would I be the first one? Unfortunately, you'll have to accept second. Now, if we're talking people I've blown up, you, well, wouldn't even have a number. Am I going to die? I guess so. What's so bad about death? There are many things worse than dying. So, when you feel like you're done for, as long as you prepare for the stuff worse than death, you'll even manage to surprise yourself. Now, I think it's about time I also blow this joint. You blew yourself apart right in my hands. I thought you'd be more afraid to die. Though your definition didn't surprise me. Defection didn't surprise me. You yourself did surprise me a little. You have some potential as the opening act of a farce. I hope your death was painful enough. W. of Victoria. After the battle, 31 hours until impact, 6:30 p.m. Woo, the battle's off! Leader. Sir, your return give me great peace of mind. Your return gives you great peace of mind. Formalities unnecessary. There was a battle here just now. It was between me and W, who tried to assassinate me. Don't worry, I'm fine. From the reports I received, she was already showing signs of rebellion when she occupied Chernobog. She made her own decision to let the enemy escape, instigate the Sarkaz mercenaries' rebellions, and murder her superior. These series of actions were likely caused by outside political forces. Where is she now? She should have stood trial. She detonated the explosion, hid it around her body, and fell into the core area. I will dispatch someone to search for her body. Sir, you need not worry yourself. That does not concern me. And her sarcasm, what of them? I would deal with it. Now that the core city is steadily moving on track, I'll need to stabilize the situation immediately. Leader, this core city was activated without my knowing why. Even the comms have been broken. We're out of options. Ursus may attack Chernobog at any time and slaughter our compatriots. For their sake, we must first take down Lungman. Right now, all energy must be used to support the operation of the core city, and we have no excess power to support tuning the ingoing-outgoing channels. Your getting left behind by the catastrophe is so potent that we cannot endure it. The order to recall your exhaust, the last of our backup supply. Now there is only one place that can provide us with enough refined organium. Even then, if time is tight, please discuss with us. What you may say be correct. I'm sorry, sir. I should have given it more thought. But what's done is done. This key, how will you use it? It can stop the city. This city can be stopped. Many things, once started, will not stop. So, I'm entrusting the key to you. You'll decide when we stop. I apologize for giving you such an arbitrary command. You seem more subdued today than usual, sir. No, I will go to guard the core city. Someone will attack. They will try. And I will stop them. Excuse me, sir. Crownslayer, Frostnova, Mephisto, and Faust are all still waiting for our help. We must not let any outsiders interfere with our plans. Tallulah. What's the matter, my champion? Leader. Any evil, no matter how great, will always come to an end. Is that a warning? This I firmly believe. Yes, I share the same conviction. Goodbye, leader. Go, patriot. To end this war and regain the status of the infected, reunion will crush all enemies standing in our way. What's this? A kind of sarcasm talisman, 2 pieces. This one is for you. The other one I will keep. What are these for? It's a bit heavy. They can keep you safe. You still believe in those weird sarcasm things? What's the point of this? Let me finish. Sure. This talisman can withstand torture. Mortal wounds destroy organs, no. But the consumption of life, it can withstand. Until it breaks. If yours break, mine would tremble. And I will go save you. What if both pieces break? Why aren't you saying anything? Fine. I'll hang on to it. Good. I'm obviously going to outlive you, so you just do your own thing. Oh shoot. Help who? In what war? My talisman, it too, has broken. You killed W. What are you going to do now? Liberate you. You will no longer need to bow before a sarcasm. All that you desire, I shall grant you. And what exactly is that? War. No longer will you have to endure the foul taste of slaughtering the weak. No longer will you waste your efforts like a pebble hitting a rock. I will give you a truly equal war. Sarcasm, wandering devils. What I will grant you is not only the fear of your victims. I will reforge your blood, your flesh, your steel, and the shame of countless generations of your ancestors. I will grant you slaughter, and I will grant you death. A new era has arrived, and war shall reign supreme. All sarcasts who wish to taste all of that this new era has to offer, step forward. Who would you have us kill? God dang, buddy, that was a little too fast. You probably should have thought about that, but that's how you want to play it? Let's have some fun. Holy cow, I forgot how much fun it is to read these. Alright, stepping into part 7. Part 2 of part 7. Ugh. You know what I mean. Be right back. Alright, this team should do it. And let me add one more mofo to this crap because I don't trust myself. And yes, I got her. "6:30 p.m. I guess we're in Rhode Island. Number too many zeros 2, clearance level 8. Dr. Nasuki, thank you for visiting the Rhode Island Interrogated Bioprocessing Unit. Your intentions have been determined through analysis of available biological data. In addition, the system detects that you are in a bad mood. Well, no shiz, I just witnessed someone die. And what would count for a good mood? Good and bad are subjective judgments. However, the system has collected nearly all document states of mental activity, as well as hormonal criteria for various types of neurological excitement. The fuck you mean by that? So you could argue that the system's subjective judgments is substantially closer to objective truth. Therefore, no matter what action Dr. Nasuki may take, the system will be able to process it to some degree. Which is to say, you may do as you wish. PRTS is equipped with a non-lethal pacification function. Yeah, no thanks, I don't need that. Should you take unreasonable actions, you will lose consciousness for, what? Working hours, ensuring to maintain a behavioral standard close to normal? What the fuck? Welcome home, Doctor. Well, can this really be called home? Are you Dr. Nasuki? Hi? Who? It's you. I'm sure of it. I can feel it. You're a little different. But the person you're holding, that uniform, can I ask who's that you're holding? A friend. Go Chubito. Yeah. She's your friend? But you barely know her at all. I don't know. This might disappear soon. What do you feel? Traces of people communicating with each other, smell, warmth, shape. I'm not sure, but she... The girl reaches out to Frost Nova. Let her or stop her? I'll let her. No. You don't want me to do that. No, I'm an outsider. I don't know her. I can't do this, can I? I'm sorry. Can you read minds like Amiya? I'm having trouble understanding you, but I'm gonna ask the first one. No, I can't. Amiya's special. I know Amiya's arts, and I think she suffers a lot. Do you want to use this machine? If this is indeed the final resting place of the infected, then yes. It is. Just a second. Let me check the log. Yeah, they cleaned this cabin already. Put her on the slab. Ease it out. There. Then the slab will slide in there and wait for it to close, and finally press this button. You really are familiar with this, which is disturbing. Oh, I had to use it a lot. Why? This is where all of Rhode Island's infected end up. Dear God. And if I knew them, if I felt them, if they were my teammates, I always take care of them myself. The original manual was really complicated, but I wrote down how to use it in my terminal. Just a quick look and I can feel it. That's just freaked out. Feel what? It's like a chain. A chain? I'm not pretending I don't know her, but I do, so... Or I could say is like seeing the links between people. Seeing all of the people tied to you means untangling the lines around them. The other ends of the threads are still tied to us, but even the one side is gone, the thread don't hang down. It feels like you've lost something inside yourself, something you didn't know was there, but knowing it won't come back.
Why would you want to feel that?
Because if you know the feelings, it won't suddenly sting you, right?
So then you...
Excuse me. Identifier for Rose Montes, elite operator present in Rhode Island's interrogating affected bioprocessing unit, will expire in 15 minutes. I will update you momentarily. Stand in place about 15 seconds. In addition, there's a skirmish taking place by the starboard hull. If possible, please assist after updating your identification code in order to reduce resource consumption. Okay, I'll go do that. I'm making a note of it in my terminal. Reminding you for the 6th time, if you would allow access to the system, it could send information directly to you.
Rosemont don't trust this one.
No! I'm the only one who can use this. Understood.
Dang, lead operator. Yes, a lead operator. A kid.
The RTS means me.
Should I call you Rose Montes? I'm not gonna question the fact that, you know what, never mind. It's probably freaking normal.
Yes, Rose Montes. What about her? I think I should at least know her name.
Her name is Frost Nova.
Frost Nova. A good name. Hello, Frost Nova. Bye-bye.
Okay, that's just freaked up. Okay, so basically it's time to... Nice of farewells.
Compassion saves no one.
Okay, so let's gotta look. Give me a minute. I gotta look up a freaking guide for this one. You know what? Frick it, I'll just wing it.
My spear and I hail from Victoria. Discipline, Mina. Bravery shall overcome evil. Mina,
Thus I speak.
bravery shall overcome evil. Mina,
Very well.
備えは万全です。
この地から真の竜が離れることはできる。私も分かっている。
支援してほしいやつは前に出ろ。狙って本気で行くよ。水場の清掃なら得意だよ。ちょっとこれだけここだよ。
Here, there was also a pineapple.
ここにいたのね。ここだよ。ピロポイント。Accomplished.
No, it wasn't that hard. I just need to learn how to freaking focus. God dang it. Where you on office? 6:30 p.m. Correct, Mr. Wei. 32 hours from now, the core city will collide with Lungmen. Ah! When I can't freaking read for the life of me. His urban identification code has not been changed, which means that the core of Chernobog, this nomadic city, is still Ursa's territory. So attacking it would be an act of war. Reunion holding Ursa's hostage like this is the height of absurdity. You're unreasonably calm, Mr. Wade. Did it maybe occur to you what a peace-loving country the Empire is?
Ursa's expansion is driven by a lust for wealth, territory, and growth. If it was profitable, the Empire would start a world war without a second thought, and they would have done it decades ago. But to provoke a war with Yan, the fact that Yan has not waged war for centuries does not mean they lack the capacity to fight. But I say a militaristic state might struggle to understand what it is that led to Yan's prosperity. A world war would leave both sides devastated. Yan would need a long time to recover, but Ursus, with his myriad internal conflicts, would take it even harder. Dang. Ursus is no longer the world-devouring beast it once was. Only fools and madmen to wage a war that is costly, unprofitable, and doomed to fail. Mr. Wei, as far as I know, fools and madmen are a dime a dozen in a nomadic city of this world. Weeding out such people is one of my most important duties, and is a function of the State Council of Ursus. Once the State Council respond, we'll implement measures to put a stop to the Chernobog Corps. I don't think they'll be able to. The diplomats will handle the rest. Our only responsibility is to take control of this crisis before it gets out of hand. You have that much faith in the Empire? That's what I'm saying. No, I have faith in mutual interests. Fighting war to war teaches bitter lessons, and even though Ursus has won a lot of riches from its wars, it has been unable to fight the eternal rot those wars have bred. It has not been able to interrogate the people and the lands it has conquered, and no nation can handle a rebellion while choking down the poison brewed by the mutual crisscrossing hate of its own populace. The Empire of Ursus is rotting corpse posturing to look strong. And that is why I believe Ursus will act as his own interest and abide by their own deal with you. I have no deal with chairman of the State Council, verbal or otherwise, but the two of us have about the same amount of sanity left. Fumizuki, send a message for me. I have to make use of this time. Fumizuki. There's another message here. For you. Dr. Cowsit, Amiya, Chen. You should hear this too. Fumizuki. You will change your mind when you hear this. I don't think so. If you reject their help again, we'll truly be isolated. Chief Wei, you must act immediately upon receiving this message. What? That's my messenger. The following has been arts encrypted. Mr. Wei, Group 3 and 4 are standing down. We are unable to get to the source of the matter. I can't even speculate on who the mastermind might be. They were whispering from the parliamentary gallery, laughing at my miserable, helpless performance, but I found no evidence to hold them accountable. If something happens in Chernobog, you must do everything you can to stop it. Otherwise, who knows what will happen. You have the wisdom and ability to stop it at its source. What we cannot do, you must do in our stead. And that's the end. I want to hear the rest. The rest is the messenger's soliloquy. He is my messenger. Let me hear it. I was unable to meet Chairman Witt, and the messenger he sent to liaise with me was waylaid by unknown forces. Fortunately, the messenger is still safe and sound. The messenger slipped out of deity, god dang it, Grunberg, in the dead of night, and someone secretly aided him. I believe there are forces within Earth's vias for supremacy. I was attacked many times on the road after that, and there were many others who tried to protect me.
Would try to protect them.
Sorry, another error occurred. I reached the Euro Rift and commandeered a message station. Commandeered, god dang. What happens now? Even I don't know. Jeez, I was struggling for my life to say that word. Look, this is my first time seeing that word, okay? Do not at me. Ugh. God dang it. I hope to make it back to Lungmen, to enjoy the flavor of home once again.
How is he now?
Unclear if he's alive or dead.
Dang.
It sounds like the chairman of the state council plans to stand by and see how this plays out. The state council is in the heart of the empire, but Chernobog is out on the periphery now. The borderlands mostly belong to the army, and some remnants of the ancient nobility. The army hasn't had a chance to engage in such operations since the Great Rebellion, but the infected did. The ancient nobility, closely watched as they were, couldn't have planned the Chernobog incident, but the infected could. Indeed, most of the reunion infected had no training. They didn't stand a chance against the Ursa's guards and the Chernobog riot police. But a catastrophe did. Chernobog failed to split the plate in time, and there was nothing they could do against a catastrophe. Reunion had to infiltrate the city earlier to stop the security forces from mobilizing while the army ignored their maneuvering. Lungmen and Rhode Island anticipate Reunion's actions, and the LGD made a plan to annihilate them, but Chernobog fricked up. Even this day, Chernobog and Ursa's court haven't said a word. Now we know why.
They basically annihilated.
Running off the city and all its inhabitants, Ursus handed Chernobog over to Reunion. And the affected, who have lived so long on the threshold of death that they no longer fear it, would assume control of the city after the catastrophe.
They basically just gave them a whole entire military base, okay? They didn't have to do anything. They just got out of the way. They only had to let it happen.
But after suffering a catastrophe, Chernobog was just a dead city with nothing of value. Which left the infected heading for Lungmen. No matter who's running Reunion, all the elements were perfectly aligned.
Give the order. The censors must stand down. Use force if necessary. We will prepare for war. We must be absolutely certain we can disable the core before it's too late. And no one is to know of this until the Chernobog core is stopped.
Mr. Wei!
You're going to start the war yourself? Fumizuki, you've seen all Lungmen has been through. You must know, my brother wouldn't stand for me starting a war with Earths. I must take the initiative. We must take control of the situation, even if it costs all of Lungmen. Are you sure that's a little extreme?
Starting a war means being seen as an aggressor. It makes it more difficult to forge alliance. The first one to enter a state of war is likely to find itself isolated. But the worst part is, no one can know the truth until after the war is over, whatever it might be.
So countries don't even care about the truth.
All they want is an excuse. But Mr. Wei, I believe we can achieve peace through diplomatic means.
Thank you for your suggestion, Madam Castlet. But I'm afraid White and I are the last hope of peace between our two countries. Whether our enemy is the Empire Third Army or the Emperor of Ursus, this war is going to happen eventually. Even if we are certain to win it, peace is no longer possible. If White is too meek to use official channels to put a stop to this, it means he'll face too much resistance and criticism for it. Even if it works, he's a politician. He has to look out for himself. Having pushed him this far, the Empire's bureaucracy must be in some state of, chaos. A couple of divisions can hold Ursus hostage, but not Lungmen. This is not Ursus. You're entitled to an emergency response to another city. Wouldn't it then be too late to separate the city? If the core is not stopped, the collision will destroy Lungmen, and the conflict that follows will cause further unfathomable disaster. Sorry, I had to charge. But to stop the core... Now the blow the danks, yeah. Firing our guns or sending a spec ops team would indeed mean a declaration of war on Ursus. Anything White might have been able to stop has been cut completely loose by Chernobog Core. An isolated city cut off from all communication, left with nothing but identification codes, need very little explanation. As you say, Doctor, it's up to Lungmen now. Only we can stop Chernobog's core. Think carefully, Mr. Wei. There's serious consequence to an act of war. War is serious business, but the other choice, as far as Lungmen is concerned, would be far worse. I mean, the other choice is let it collide. Mr. Wei, Rhode Island. I'll go. Huh? Miss Chen? Chen. I'll take care of it. You're a Lungmanite. I can leave Lungmen. Superintendent Chen, don't play the hero. This isn't your responsibility. I think it is. If Lungmen needs a traitor, let it be me. I'm sick of you, Wei Yunhua. You and your precious city. I stopped being a Lungmanite even before you dug your claws into the slums. Now is not a time for a debate on ethics. What did they do? Why did you have to do that to them? What did they do? Tell me, Miss Chen, what did they do? Tell me, where was it Reunion hid themselves? Where was it they snuck into our city? You trust the slum dwellers, but do they trust you? Where did that trust come from? Have any of them, aside from your informants or Lin Kujal ears, reported the infected infiltrating their homes? Things happen so fast. That doesn't mean anything. Did you receive even a single tip? Oh boy. Yes or no? No. Not one. Not a single person stepped up? They don't trust you. They would rather put their faith in foreign provocations than the Rat King or the superintendent of the LGD. Maybe Reunion was threatening them. Reunion infecteds are known to be violent and dangerous. Did they forget that Lungmen has never raised a hand against them? I don't blame them for supporting each other. I'm gonna go out in a corner. In fact, the infected didn't support each other. If they hated each other instead, the slums would have long since destroyed themselves. It's getting a little heated. Can we chill?
But they could have a post-reunion. They could have come together with the Rat King, people to fight the infiltrators. They could have asked for your help. They don't trust... Exactly. They don't trust you. After all you've done for them, they still don't trust you. We should have sent the LGD into the slums long ago. It was the locals who didn't want the LGD in the slums. They were the ones working against my LGD time and time again. Even as Lin Koju and I worked so hard to root out the criminals and foreign agents from the slum, it was those same locals who scoffed at the sacrifice of our soldiers. Was it Lungmen that rejected them? Answer me, Miss Chen. Look me in the eyes and answer me! It's not their fault. Then who, pray tell, is it? How many times have I told you? You have the right to your own thoughts and opinions, provided you don't let them affect your work. The LGD is here to protect Lungmen. The Special Inspection Unit is here to guide the LGD to protect Lungmen. The slums you've done so much for have become a vulnerability that could lead to Lungmen's destruction. The reunion exploited the infected among them to distract us, letting our guard down to Chernobog. The measure we took to fight off reunion left us open to this maneuver by the core city. And those infected stood by and did nothing. If Lungmen falls here, it is ultimately by their hand. No. Who should be held responsible for turning Lungmen into a flashpoint? Who is responsible for lives lost and blood spilled? So much destruction over a few neighborhoods, just because we didn't act in time. When you say act, do you mean? Whose fault is it? God damn it! Was it Lungmen that rejected them? No. It was they who rejected Lungmen. So you'll dispose of them? Indifferent and a lack of vision already destroyed them. I have no reason to care for these people anymore. Chen, we are all tainted with our innumerable mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. All we can do is fix them or cover them up for a while. There is always someone who can do what I can't, but for now, I still have things to do. Everyone makes mistakes? I know what you're saying. The infected are a mistake, as long as they exist in the city. Pin-headed girl. Okay, I'm gonna leave. Superintendent Chen, I have told you everything. Now do what you must.
Alright then. Wei Yanwu, what I must do, what the LGD must do, is to name who is at fault and correct the mistakes. It seems that, according to your definition, I'm at fault. We could also say I am the mistake, because I'm infected.
You...
Chen? Madam Chen. There's no need to hide it anymore. For 3 years, you've been hiding my infection from the world. Now that the infected have no place in the city, neither do I.
Nonsense!
She and I are both infected. I don't belong here. I know what I must do, and I won't be making any more mistakes. I'm the only one who can stop her. Don't feel bad. I understand. We're sworn brothers, aren't we? Brothers. Remember where we came from. Sworn brothers ruined.
I am infected and a traitor to Lungmen. I am the only one who can do this. I hate you, and I hate them. I should love you, but right now I hate every last one of you. Blood relation ruined. We've come this far. All we can do is keep going. Why me? Why does it have to be me? Who can feel safe sitting here? Close family ruined.
No. If you leave this office today, Chen Hu Che, you will be an enemy of Lungmen. You will never again be allowed to set foot in the city. All that we've worked for together for the past 10 years will come to nothing.
Oh! Everything I worked for came to nothing as soon as you did what you did. Lungmen is about to go up in flames. A battle is upon us. You have your way, I have mine. The only difference is, I'm not like you. I don't think anyone is a mistake.
I won't let this city fall, but I won't go in without a plan either. Power is a tool at the end of the day. If you are going to use this tool to tinker with the world, you have to conform to its expectations. Don't make a mockery of yourself, Inspector Chen. Laugh at that, and you're laughing at yourself. I raised you to change it. I hope that you will change this world to what more than prosperity and growth. So has it changed? Can it be changed? Does everything I've worked for actually mean anything?
Even if I can't now, it must be someday. You're going to make sure it can be changed.
Wait, stop! Who are you?
You can't go in there! Security! We're the guards! There's an intruder!
There's it going on. Lure away. We will act. Get out. Let us act. You shouldn't have come.
Wei Yanwu, that's all it took to show your true colors? Your private army just show up in your office?
Madam Chen, Lungmen is threatened.
Sounds like you have a strong sense of duty.
She's about to fight everybody in here. Let's chill for a minute.
But I don't have to believe a word you say. If you have something for him, go ahead.
Lord Wei,
it is within our means to infiltrate the city, kill the mastermind, and stop the coalition. We shall sacrifice our lives to the city, and lift the burden from thy shoulders.
get out!
Lord Wei. How about it, Wei Yanwu? Will you send him or send me? Is that a tough choice? Why is it you're so decisive when it comes to killing people and so indecisive when it's time to save them? That's how it is now. That's how it was then. I didn't expect a chance at a proper goodbye. I thought about it many times, Wen Yanwu, but I never expect to give anyone a proper goodbye. Miss Fumizuki, I'm sorry my mom treated you like that. Thank you for looking after me all these years. I've always thought of you as family.
Chen! Superintendent Chen!
Not anymore. This badge, you can have it back.
Seize her!
You want to fight here first to decide who's the real traitor?
Superintendent Chen, the enemy is at our gates.
I'm infected. I'm your greatest enemy.
Cease and desist, or I show no mercy.
Who have you ever shown mercy? Don't sound all high and mighty about things you can't do.
Lord Wei, look out!
She shall not see! Brother, if this sword is used to slay dragons, does it also work on Dracos?
It just might. Looks like I'll have to be more careful around you.
Her arts are overflowing? Doctor, get behind me! I'll block the arts!
No. It'll just get torn apart by any kind of power. She's not aiming for us. Get out of her range right now. I'm already on it.
Okay. Her arts are beginning to expand.
Back up. How far back I gotta back up?
Release!
The Dragon Slayer's sword unsheathed?
You can block it with your wrist?
Most astute. I see your swordsmanship is sharpened ever, Superintendent.
Tempered organium, chi shao, huh? To think that they're still making weapons like that. Doctor, is that sword specifically forged to fight against energy-based arts? At first, Madame Chen didn't even let me look at the sword. Was she envisioning a situation where I would be the enemy?
Out of my way! Lord Wei, the superintendent has chosen her path. I may not be able to block a second blow. Shall I put my life on the line?
Excuse me.
Through my death, I assure you that Inspector Chen will remain in Lungmen, though I cannot guarantee that she will have her limbs intact. I can ensure that she lives. Whoa, let's not go that extreme, please. Impermissible. You fall back. Don't engage her directly.
I shall immediately alert my brothers.
You are not listening to orders.
Plan to call reinforcement?
Shisha! Cease! Hyoshe, are you going to use the cloud-splitting sword? Don't forget who taught you your swordsmen and your arts. I never once thought to strip you of your swordsmanship, but I will no longer play nice at this point. Don't force my hand, Chen Hu-te.
Do it then, Master Wei. She shall answer to me. The day you gave me she shall. Did you think I would slay you? I wouldn't use it to spill your blood, Wei Yunwu. You think you're protecting me, right? My mother died to depression. Tallulah was taken away. I contracted erypity in the course of my work. You think everything you've done was for the sake of protecting me, don't you? Is that because of your guilty conscience or because of your confidence in your own strategies?
Okay, all I gotta say is holy crap, that just escalated to 1 to 1,000 real quick. I don't want to witness another tragedy ever again. Liar!
Wei Yanwu, there are those who this sword seeks to kill, and those who seek to protect. If she truly wishes to destroy Lungmen...
No, you must not go!
I never thought I would beat you and your black cloaks here. But there is more than one way out of here, Wei Yanwu.
Don't tell me she's finna go through the window. The window! Oh, come on now! Chen Hushe, stop this foolishness! We're hundreds of meters above the ground!
This wouldn't be the first time I've used the window route. Or the second.
The fuck? Chen Hushe, you must not go to her!
Chen!
You mustn't repeat the same mistake. You can't go down the same path we did. If there's anyone who should die in this for this city, that person should be...
uncle. No. Wei Yanwu, starting today, we are strangers.
What you mean, my uncle?
The sound of glass smashing echoes across the room, and Chen falls face up from the tub.
It's crazy bitch.
The Lord of Lungpin let out a thunderous roar, and the man in the black poncho leaped towards the window like an arrow springing from a bowstring. But Chen had already made her mind.
Okay. That fight was unnecessarily hard, but oh my god, that was insane. Chad has officially gone rogue, and I'm living for it, bro. Yeah, you guys are definitely going to be getting some more Arknights videos because holy cow, no, Chen,
Excellent team.
you don't lost your freaking bacons, girl. Have you? Oh my god. Determination. That is not determination, man. That's straight rebellion. Alright, next I'll do 7-3.
Doctor.
But yeah, that was amazing. I freaking love that.
No?
And I hope you guys enjoyed the story too, because I'm sure as heck am.
What is the name of this piece? It's untitled.
Okay.
Just an improv piece.
Anyway, I'm gonna just go level up this character, call it a dang day, and well, I'm gonna see you guys next time. And hopefully Chen doesn't get her head chopped off. You know, I might as well try out this dude's English voice. Let's give it a listen. I'll do it off screen. As usual, remember to like and subscribe, because if not, YouTube will not be getting my videos out there for you guys to enjoy some chill reading time. Oh, and also leave a comment. And well, see you guys later. Ciao!